started getting more involved just now. Usually, I used to go to the protests. I would go to different protests, the ones at the Green, go through to Edinburgh. But now I'm just getting involved in the group Unite for Truth to try and do a bit more action, get more involved and try and get more stuff done, try different things.
Brilliant.
Hiya, I'm Mhairi. I've been going to protests now for the best part of a year. This is how I met Ashleigh. But I just felt like the protests, they are good to make awareness for the people outside the group kind of thing. But then obviously I got introduced to the Unite for Truth group, and we're more like direct action and getting out to other people as well, and just like schools and interacting more with people rather than just walking about the streets.
Brilliant.
Stuff like that.
So what is Unite for Truth, and how does it work? What do you do?
It's a small group. There's 7 of us. We have weekly meetings on a Wednesday, and we just discuss matters that we feel concerned amongst us, kind of thing, and then we agree on it and provide direct action.
Aye. It's people like yourselves, people that are just normal people that have come together at this time.
There's a range of people, but yep, just normal, all for normal working class backgrounds. We're all concerned about what's going on and we want to
get answers.
And change.
That's it. And how's it been? Meeting once a week and kind of working as a small group, how's that experience been?
I think it's been quite positive. It's good to sit down and get other people's perspectives on things, be able to come together and form different plans and bounce ideas off one another.
Brilliant. So let's get into those kind of plans and actions that you've been doing. I understand you've been involved in a couple of examples of late of direct action up in Dundee and also at a vaccination centre. Can you describe that for the audience?
We went up to Dundee to meet up with a nurse whose name is Jenna. She's part of her Instagram group is called The Nurse Who Asks Questions. And we were up to meet her and then sort of help organise for our company Glasgow on a Sunday. We did like a wee march with her, and then the vaccination centres, we went there on Saturday. And the main idea is just to hand out these the main idea is just to hand out these leaflets, just to make people aware that there is adverse reactions to the vaccine and they can go and check that out themselves, because I feel like everybody's entitled to informed consent, and if they're not getting all the information from both sides, they're not capable of making informed consent. We're not trying to stop people from going and getting the vaccine, we just want to make people aware. And if they still go and get their vaccines, reporting any adverse reactions to the yellow card scheme is good for gathering data. This is really the only thing available that is gathering the data.
Brilliant. And were you handing them out, Ashleigh, with the nurse? And where was the reception when you were handing them out to people?
I really enjoyed Dundee because I felt, say, with the nurse having the big board, that was a visual for a lot of people. So people were coming up to us and asking us, what is it you're doing and stuff like that. And then obviously we were handing out the leaflets and speaking to people walk by. But there was that one particular man that, remember, you were inside the wee shop.
Yeah,
he came up to us and asked what we were doing. And I gave him the leaflet and explained to the yellow card system, and he said that he'd already did it because his wife had took the injection, the AstraZeneca one. She took a really bad reaction to it. She had loads of things up with her. We were quite upset with that though, because obviously the way he was. But he said she's 2 weeks she was in hospital for. And she's sleeping for like 18 hours a day and stuff like that, and he thought it was a great job that we were doing, a great idea to wake up the mass, the community and stuff. Because not many people are aware of this yellow card scheme thing, and they don't know what's in the injections either. We took this one to the vaccine centre. You find that quite hard that day, didn't you? It was quite daunting at the vaccine centre because...
Yeah, because I'm quite shy, like it's quite hard for me to put myself out there and stuff.
I think it was seeing people, the amount of people that were coming out. So I went to that door and everybody that came out, I was giving them the leaflet, and not one of them were aware of the yellow card system. So I explained to them if even if any symptom like a sore head or anything after it, just to report it, because it's really important to report things like that. But we managed to convince 2 people not to take it, which is so positive for us.
Yeah, because
and we left in a hurry, didn't we?
Because one of the girls who decided not to take the vaccine wasn't really aware of the adverse reactions. And she did say she was worried on the way there, and she was looking for a sign, and us being there was that sign.
Yep.
Oh, fantastic.
And the other woman, she was pressurised by family. She didn't want to take it at all, but she was told by family she couldn't come near her. But obviously that's what's been put into people's heads, that they have to have this vaccine so they can see their family.
That's fantastic. So that type of direct action, taking the time to go up to Dundee and engage with that nurse, taking the time to go to the vaccination centre and then engage with the people that are going into the centre and on the way out, is that a new thing for both of you?
Yeah, definitely.
And how did it feel being a new thing? And why do you feel compelled to do something that's made you feel uncomfortable at times?
I feel like I just want to help. Genuinely just want to help. I don't feel like anybody should be coerced into taking any medication. And I feel like that's what's going on, because it's all over the newspaper, it's always on the radio, it's always on the telly, and people just only hearing the other side. Like the TV and stuff isn't talking about the adverse reactions. Nobody's talking about them. So I feel like I need to go out and tell them, and see if they still want to take the vaccine. If they're hearing what I've got to say, well, that means they actually are getting them the informed consent. It is informed consent.
Aye.
But if they're not hearing the other side and they're getting it out of fear, then it means it's coercion.
Aye.
And it shouldn't be happening.
Aye.
But we're actually just kind of directing them to government websites.
Yeah.
That's it. Aye.
It's not as if we're making this up, it is facts, and just showing them how to look for it and where to find it. And it's their choice to take it. Obviously, we're not saying don't take it. We recommend you don't, but it's totally for them to make their decision.
Aye.
Research first.
Brilliant. So your direct action appears to have gathered a lot of positive results, and it's something you're going to do again?
Oh, definitely.
Brilliant. And why do you think that direct action like this is necessary in this time ahead, the weeks and months ahead?
I think it's really important because they're not getting information from the TV or anything like that, and we us going out and speaking to them. I think the mass actually believe there is something not right, more sinister what's happening at the moment, and then seeing people like ourselves with these leaflets and stuff like that, just to guide them into that direction. I feel like one-to-one's a lot better, rather than just watching a YouTube video and stuff like that. But they do help, but the one-to-one interaction, I think, is a lot better.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
As well.
So you mentioned about face-to-face interaction and maybe the limitations of a video, but we're doing a video just now. And what do you think the hope is there, or what's the link between the face-to-face direct action and then the videos? How can they work together?
This video out though and encourage other groups and other people to do the same.
Yeah, encourage other people to take direct action, and we could maybe inspire people, give them ideas and stuff that they could do. We would be available to help other people start up their own direct action and get more involved.
Brilliant.
And they can message the Facebook page as well. We've got loads of leaflets here, but we've got 10,000 of them.
Aye.
And we quite gladly give them out to people to help us.
Brilliant. So it seems like Unite for Truth and a small group of people is making a worthy contribution, because I use the word contribution because there's other groups and there's other activities happening in Glasgow, and it seems like what you guys are doing is part of a kind of wider range of actions. What is it you're aware of in terms of other groups and what they're doing in Glasgow?
Well, I'm going to start going to the stand in the park every Sunday. I'm going to go to a few different ones. I'm going to help one of my friends start one up in an area that doesn't have one. So I'm going to still continue to go to all the different groups and continue with that kind of involvement as well. But I want to try and start getting involved with direct action as well as that.
Aye. So there's Stands Up the Park, that's a great initiative. Anything else happening in Glasgow?
We've got the Save Our Children, that's moved to a Sunday now. So that's quite good. That's more like child exploitation and stuff, but we feel Save Our Children at the moment is very relevant to save our children from this vaccine. So we're definitely in the next couple of weeks direct action on that one.
And I understand there's been different initiatives like the protests outside the BBC in Glasgow as well.
Yeah, there was one of them as well, and I think there might be one in the future. Let's see.
Great. So in terms of, we've went over the direct action that you guys have been involved in. We've touched on what it's achieved and your hopes for it. We've summarised how this is part of a kind of wider range of movements in Glasgow. What do you think is the next step for the groups in direct action? How do you see that unfolding, and what's your highest hope for the weeks and months ahead?
Yeah, I would like to see all the groups communicating together, all the groups linking up. I know there is a lot of different groups, but to have solidarity with each other. The communication.
We're all going for the same goal.
Yeah.
That's it.
And there's a time factor here as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
With the vaccination rollout, and then I understand the schools finish in 2 weeks, and then
when this comes in, we're going to start hitting the schools with this one. This is because obviously is it the Gaelic competent? That's the kids under the age of 16. They can consent to themselves. So I feel that in the next few days I'm going to start going to high schools, speaking to the kids direct and giving out this leaflet.
Brilliant. And I see some stickers here as well.
Yeah.
What's your intention with those?
We're going to go on a sticker spray, aren't we? We've been doing it constant anyway, so
we've got all of these. We're more than happy to give out stickers if other people want to take part. It's just really to get the message across, just to remind people that there is people here, there is people that are standing up to what's going on. Like, you're not alone. If there's anybody out there that feels like they're alone on thinking that something's not right, well, there's plenty of other people, and if you want stickers to put stickers out in your local area, then be more than happy to
I'll
share them.
even come and join us.
Aye.
More the merrier.
Great. Well, guys, thanks for taking the time, and we look forward to hearing what Unite for Truth and what the other groups in Glasgow are up to. Thank you.
Okay.